if we come down onto our mat, and just, I know it's quite strange, quite often we'll come to sit or lie down. We're not here for too long. I just want us to come to all fours and have a gentle placement with the hands and the knees on the top of the feet. So you can just gently move the hips from side to side. Just get that neutral position. And then from here, just slightly tapping into this front body, so into the navel. Just see if you can start to just lift that up towards the back of the body. So switching everything on straight away today. Just dropping the head so it's in line with the spine, navel draws in. Seeing if you can get these biceps to just start to rotate forward slightly, so the elbows and the shoulders are rolling out. And then in, just to open up through the chest, navel draws in. Anchoring down through the top of the feet. And just take a breath here, just notice how this feels, this strength through the body. Tapping straight into this awareness in the body. Breathing deep. Maybe you can close your eyes here. Just notice the muscles that you're using in the back, in the top of the feet, in the arms. Take one more breath. And then curl your toes under and just shift your hips all the way back. So you don't have to drop all the way to the heels if you can't quite get there. But give it a go to see how you feel. And just take a bit more length and space with the arms. So you can bring your arms wider and bringing the forehead down to the mat. So if this is too much, feel free to keep those hips lifted and reach the arms even further away. So you don't have to drop those hips back towards the heels. And we're just keeping the toes curled under just to stretch through those feet. Seeing if you can feel the pinky toe on the floor. Maybe your forehead comes to the mat. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. So using that breath, close your eyes, just settle in. Again, that awareness through the front of the body as you're breathing. And as you breathe out, everything gently contracting back, so the navel draws back, expelling that air. On your next exhale, just see if you can come onto the top of the feet, maybe walking those hips even further back now. Dropping the head down. Maybe the forehead doesn't come to the mat. You can just shake the neck from left to right. So you're just getting a little bit of movement through the spine. Elbows are lifted off the mat. So the hands are active. You can even start to claw through those fingertips a bit. Taking a breath here. Inhale, start to come up. Back up to all fours, and then you're just going to get a little bit of movement here forward and back. So just start to shift the hips down a little bit, maybe coming forward over the hands and then shifting the hips back. So just getting some movement in, breathing in, breathing out as you come back. So we're just stretching through the whole of the body. If like me and you can feel the sun on your face as you come forward, it's really nice. Lovely way to start the day. 3 more, so just get a little bit of movement. You can go off the tracks a bit and take some circles here if you want to. It's entirely up to you. And then the next time your hips come forward, just start to gently walk the knees back just a little bit. So you're almost in this upward facing dog pose, and then bend your elbows and lower your tummy all the way to the floor. Just bring your hands underneath your forehead, so one hand on top of the other. Bring your forehead down and just gently rocking your hips from side to side. So even though we've sort of dived straight in this morning, trying to just connect to the breath through some gentle movements. Lots of other things going on, but just see if you can zone in for the next 55 minutes, an hour. Relax through those shoulders, take another breath here, come to stillness. Bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, gently lifting up, so just a small baby cobra, maybe even hover the hands here, lengthening through the neck. Exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, pushing back up onto knees. From here, curl the toes under, and you're going to start to reach those hips, coming back into our downward facing dog. So the first one today, just start to get some movement. Well, the first one in this class, maybe you've got up and done some yoga first thing. Just get some movement in through the body, and then find some stillness here. Relaxing through the head, relaxing through the jaw and the face. Again, allowing those upper arms to roll out. So it's almost like you're bending your elbows towards the floor, spreading through those shoulders. Navel draws in. Exhale, bend your knees. Slowly make your way all the way up to the front of your mat. So take your time. Don't feel like you have to take a couple of steps. Maybe it's many steps that you're taking. Forward fold. Find a little bit of ease here. You can have some really soft knees, especially if you can feel this strength, this length, so to speak, in the hamstrings that you really need to stretch through here. So you can start to bend and straighten the legs, just really feeling that into those hamstrings. Really nice for the lower back. And allowing your head to have some weight. So it's almost like you're trying to get the crown of the head towards the floor. You can start to shake the head left to right and up and down just to release it. Taking one more breath here. On your next inhale, chin tucks in towards the chest, and just start to slowly roll all the way up. When you arrive, maybe again rolling those shoulders out, allowing the palms to come forward or face forwards. Close your eyes for a moment and just notice, how does it feel to be standing on your mat, rooted in our mountain pose, Utkatasana. Full breath. Inhale, taking the arms left to right, palms facing forward. And then as the hands come up towards the front, exhale, folding forward. So it's like you're painting the wall with your hands, bringing your hands all the way down. Soft through the knees here. Still wiggle back, otherwise I'm going to end up hitting my plant pots. Okay, so from here in this forward fold, again, hands come out left to right. Inhaling, pushing through the feet, coming all the way up, standing, hands meet at the top, palms facing forward. Exhale, hands come out in front, soft knees bending through, navel draws in. So it's like you're coming into a chair, but we're moving all the way through, coming into a forward fold, straighten through the legs. Inhale, bend through the knees, hands come left to right, reaching them all the way up. Rotate through those shoulders, you bring the hands together, so the thumbs almost coming to touch. Exhale, palms come forward, navel draws in, so nice slow movements. forward fold. Inhale, hands from left to right, rolling through the spine, reaching up. Thumbs come to touch, palms facing forward. Last time, exhale, navel draws in, coming all the way, rolling through as the crown of the head comes towards the floor, forward fold. Stay in this forward fold, straightening and bending the legs. From here, bend through the knees. Inhale, hands come out left to right again. Strong through those feet. So imagine you're pushing through those feet, lengthening all the way up. This time, reaching up onto the toes. Exhale, bend through the knees, keeping those heels lifted, coming all the way down. So just like we were doing. Pausing here briefly. Exhale, lower the heels, hands come all the way down, just like before. Inhale, arms left to right. Building strength in the legs through mindful movements, reaching all the way up. Inhale, coming onto the toes. Hands come out in front. Exhale, slow and controlled, mindful movements. Pausing. Maybe you're not all the way down, maybe you can go a bit further, you decide. Navel draws in. On your next exhale, heels come down, hands come down towards the floor, tucking the chin, lifting up, straightening through those legs. Exhale, soften, bend through those knees. Inhale, hands left to right, reaching all the way up. Last time. Take a breath. Inhale, reach through those hands, lengthening, coming up onto those toes, strong through the legs, knees coming forward, hands starting to drop forwards. Find that focus, navel draws in. Pause. Inhale, relax through those shoulders. Exhale, heels come down. Palms come down towards the floor, maybe fingertips, and just pedal the feet, or bending the knees. So the feet stay rooted, it's just you're bending left knee, right knee, so just straightening and bending, dropping the head. From here, inhale, take the hands all the way up to the thighs. Exhale, bend into the knees just so you can soften here. So it's like you're coming into a chair pose. I want you to roll the shoulders back, hands on the knees. Full breath, opening up through the chest, navel draws in. Exhale, folding back down, hands come to the floor. Step one leg back. Lowering, well, step the right leg back, lowering right knee down towards the ground. If you need to reposition on the mat, do, just coming into this low lunge. Feel free, either keep the toes tucked under on this right foot, or you can come to the top of that foot, entirely up to you. Inhale, just start to lift up. So we're really focusing on the palms of the hands today. So really opening through. Inhale, palms facing forward, thumbs coming to touch. As they reach the top, you're going to exhale, bringing the left hip back, slightly folding forwards over this leg. So you can see that I have a slight bend in this knee. Feel free, if you want to lift those toes, you can. Or you can keep a bend, be here. We're going to go through that 2 more times. So dropping back into this lunge, so this knee comes forward. Palms start to face out. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, folding forwards. Maybe you lift through that foot. Maybe you keep it rooted and that knee bent. Dropping into that knee again. Palms face forward. Inhale, fingertips down, and then they start to come out left to right, lifting up through this hip, navel draws in. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, rolling forwards, keeping this right hand on the floor now. Inhale, reach forward with that left arm. Exhale, bending through the shoulders, so it's your elbow and arm are like a 90 degrees or right angle. So just pulling that shoulder in. Maybe looking out towards the left. So we're not opening up here. You can do if you want to, just building some strength, some mobility into these shoulders. Exhale, bringing left hand down. From here, you're going to step the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Soft knees. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Hands facing forward. So instead of palms coming together, hands face forward. Again, exhale, soften through the knees, coming into like our modified chair pose, and then rolling all the way back down into Utkatasana, forward fold. From here, you're going to step your left foot back. Lower left knee down towards the ground. Take a moment here just to feel this stretch. Rolling the shoulders. Full breath. Again, palms flip. So instead of the back of the hands facing the front of the mat, you're going to turn them. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding over this right leg. Moving a little bit quicker now. Inhale, rolling through. Exhale here. Again, inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, palms coming forward, reaching down through this leg. Maybe this knee's bent and the foot's planted. Inhale, rolling forwards. Exhale. Palms facing forwards. Last time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, shifting through the spine, shifting through the hips, maybe lifting the toes. Hands come down. Maybe you decide to bend into that knee, planting that foot, folding forwards. Take a breath here. Inhale, rolling forwards. Left hand stays on the floor. You're going to inhale, reach this right hand forward, and then just bend into that elbow, maybe looking out towards the right side. Just working into these shoulders. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale, bringing right hand down. Again, we're going to rock left foot up to meet the right, stepping left foot up. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice, either on fingertips, shins, thighs, or airplane arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands come out left to right. This time, palms come to touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Just take a moment here. Just breathing. Adjust your clothes if you need to, or whatever you need to do, and then just come to stillness. Notice any sensations in the body that you can feel. That prana, that energy working its way through, guided by your breath. Full conscious breathing. Hands come down towards the floor, palms facing out. Again, inhale, arms come left to right, navel draws in, rooting down through those feet. Exhale, bend the knees, palms come forward. So the palms are hovering, shoulder height. Just notice what's going on in the body here. Can we draw that navel in slightly? Exhale, right hand comes to the outside, either of the left knee or the left hip. Send that left arm behind you. So you're still bent into your legs. You can bring your feet together if you want to have that zip up. Left arm behind you, navel draws in. Exhale, switch, left arm comes round to the right thigh now. Inhale, take the right arm back behind you. Navel draws in, keeping these knees bent. Inhale, both arms come out in front. Exhale, forward fold. Straighten through those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step both feet back, coming to plank or kneeling plank. Again, pushing away, upper body, front body draws back towards the back of the body. Starting to dome through the back. Take one more breath. Exhale, either chaturanga or you can lower knees all the way down to the floor, either cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, release. Two more with the breath. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Active, so the elbows, you're like trying to draw the elbows towards each other. Exhale, rolling like that. And again, inhale, rolling those shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, push up to knees or to plank, making your way all the way back into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Try and find a little bit of a shift here, left to right with the hips. So we're moving slow and mindfully today, just trying to find those places, ironing out any kinks that need ironing out so you can have that movement in the neck. So maybe downward facing dog is starting to become a resting pose for you, maybe not yet. Try and find some ease here. One more breath, rotate those shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lower the knees down to the ground. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Again, you can keep the toes curled under or come to the top of the feet. Entirely up to you. Inhale, dropping the tummy. Gaze comes forward, coming into our cow pose. I'm just going to take up a little bit more space here with my hands. Staying in cow, taking a couple of breaths, getting some movement in through the neck. Opening up through the chest. Invite that energy, that love into the heart center. And on your next exhale, rounding through, chin comes in towards the chest, really softly noticing this movement as you come into your cat pose. Again, pausing here, noticing the muscles that you're using, the awareness through the navel, drawing back. Find the breath, close your eyes. Inhale, dropping the tummy, coming into our cow pose. Exhale, rounding through into cat. Inhale into our cow pose. Exhale into cat. Inhale into a neutral position. Find your place with your hands. So coming back to this tabletop, this all fours. Sending your left foot behind you, reaching out through the sole of that foot, heel pushing away. Navel draws in. And then your right hand's going to reach forward as well. Normally we go like we're going to shake somebody's hand, but today I want the palm facing down towards the floor. Push away. On an exhale, you're going to bend your elbow, bend your knee. They're both coming out to the side. So your elbow's coming in line with your shoulder, your knees lifting up to the side and coming in line with your hip. Notice how that feels. If that's too much, you can bring knee in towards your chest. So we're just working on this outer hip. So inhale, create length. Exhale, bending. Inhale, whoop, get your balance. Create length. It's not easy. Exhale, bending. One more. Inhale, navel draws in. Reaching. Exhale, bending. Bring right hand down. Bring the left knee in. Exhale, shift the hips back. So notice what's going on in the outside of this left hip. So it's not often that we move the hips in this way. They're able to, but if it's been a while, then just go with the practice. Just go as far as you can comfortably. Taking a breath in a modified child's. Breathing deep. Appreciating and accepting where you are today. Relaxing through the head. Inhale, coming back up to this tabletop position. Push away from the floor so you have that awareness through that center, through the core. And then from here, sending right foot away. So feel free, if you want to curl the toes under of this left foot, sometimes that gives better stability for people. Sometimes staying on top of the foot. So you decide what you want to do here. Send that right leg away. Inhale, reach the left hand forward. Exhale, bend left elbow, bend left knee, lifting out to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Release left hand down, release right knee down. Shifting hips all the way back. Coming into a child's pose. Take a breath. Try and find some ease in these shoulders. Full breath here. Inhale. Going back up to all fours. Curl the toes under. Reach those hips all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. So gazing towards the feet or the shins. And imagining that you're trying to get your chest towards your thighs. So you're starting to push back with your chest. Have soft knees here, really bend the knees if you need to. Loosening through the head. Exhale fully. Inhale, walking the hands all the way back towards the feet. Lifting the heels here, you're going to sink the hips down, coming into a froggy squat. Knees are staying forward instead of wide. So your hands, feel free, they can rest here. If this is too much on the toes, you can come back up. Hands can rest here, they can rest out in front. Take a breath. Tap into your center. From here, you're going to inhale. Push those heels down as you start to lift up, power through the legs. Reach the arms up, maybe back a little, taking a slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause, take a breath. From here, just gently bringing yourself to the wide edge of your mat, feet nice and wide. Just relax through those shoulders. Take a breath. Notice how you feel. Here, you can take the feet even wider if you want to. Have the toes turning in just slightly. Strong pose, maybe hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back. So stack everything up here, be active, strong through the legs. Glutes start to switch on. So it's not like we're squeezing everything and holding everything tight, but there's just that awareness. Okay, this is quite a powerful pose. So lean into your power here. It's almost like Superwoman. Hands on the hips. Take a full breath. Noticing how you feel. Close your eyes, finding that awareness with the outside edge of your feet. So sometimes we sort of roll in without even knowing. Just see if you can find that outside edge, just opening up through. Awareness through the thighs, tailbone tucks under. Either keeping the hands on your hips or gently bringing your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, draw your hands away and down from the body. So you're taking them down towards the ground and then starting to lift them up behind you. So really opening up through the chest, through the shoulders. Again, this abundance, this love, this gratitude into the heart center. Really opening up here. Exhale, you're going to have soft knees. Start to lead forward with the chest. Navel is still drawing up and in, this Uddiyana Bandha, this lock. Exhale, folding forwards. If you get to this point and you feel like you want to rest your arms on your lower back, do. Pause halfway. I'm just going to walk my feet a little bit wider. Pause halfway. Take a breath. Take any movement you need here. Navel draws in. Exhale, maybe lifting the arms up above the head. Dropping in here. So the palms can be away from each other. Okay, that's just giving yourself a bit more space in the shoulders. Maybe you start to see if you can bring the palms towards each other. They might not come as high or towards your head. But that's just opening up a bit more through the shoulders. So decide, don't push it. It's something that you can work towards. Taking another breath. Again, that awareness of the outside of the feet. Full breath here. Bringing the hands to rest on the lower back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Soft knees, halfway lift. Imagine you're trying to pull your hands towards the back of the room, cross your tailbone. Take a breath. On your next inhale, rolling all the way up. Release the hands. Should feel nice. Inhale, take the hands left to right, palms facing forwards. Reaching up, so coming into the star pose. So you can have your arms bent here if you want to, or maybe really reach, stretch through those fingers. Navel draws in. Full breath. Close your eyes. So lots of opportunity today to really find that awareness in the body. Building strength when we start to reach through those fingers. We are switching on those muscles in the arms, in the forearms, in the shoulders. This is strong. Rooting down through the feet, but lifting up, creating that length. Exhale, just gently, really slowly allow those hands to drop back down. Just notice any tingling feeling in those fingers. From here, keeping the right foot where it is, turn your left toes out, facing forward. At the moment, this front leg is straight, reaching arms up into warrior two, or warrior two arms even, as the legs are straight here. Flip those palms, palms facing up. So again, working into these shoulders, navel draws in. Inhale, reaching those arms up. Exhale, flip the palms so they face down, bend into this front knee. If you realize that you need a bit more space here, you can walk that front foot out a little bit. Coming to warrior two. Take a breath, navel draws in. Hips are out towards the long side of the mat, gaze is towards the front. Trying to keep this left knee back slightly so you can still see your big toe. Inhale, slow, straighten through that front leg, palms come to touch. Gazing out towards the wide side of your mat. Reaching up through those hands, the palms are touching, really reaching. Exhale, warrior two. One more of these, relaxing through the shoulders. Maybe slight movement in the neck. Inhale, reaching up, straightening through that leg. Exhale, coming back to your warrior two. From here, you're going to draw your hands behind you. Pull your hands away, open up through the shoulders. Bend into this front knee. Maybe you just stay here. Maybe you start to lean forward with your chest, coming into a humble warrior pose. So again, your hands can be rested on your lower back, on your tailbone. You could be here. Maybe you start to lift up, lifting those arms, crown of the head coming towards the floor. Full breath. Strong footing here. Really lifting up through those legs. One more breath. Exhale, lower the hands to the tailbone, rolling yourself all the way up. Strong through that front leg. That front leg might even start to have a little bit of a shake. Exhale, release. Turn your left toes in. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, right toes out. Straight legs just for a moment. So really pulling this right hip back, lengthening, strong, rooted. Navel's drawing up, pelvic floor's drawing up. So you've got this whole awareness through the front of the body. From here, gently, palms come out left to right, reaching the hands all the way up, palms come to touch. Exhale, palms facing the floor, really bending into this front knee, coming into one warrior two. Strong, powerful, navel draws in. Checking that back arm is at shoulder height. Paying attention to the outside edge of that left foot. Inhale, straighten through the legs, palms come to touch. Pause. On your next inhale, really reaching with those hands. Exhale, warrior two. Take a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Take a breath. Inhale, creating that length. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, warrior two, and then allow your arms to come around and behind. Open up through your shoulders. Maybe you stay here. Just really feeling this stretch. It's going to be really nice just to start to have that awareness through the body, stacking everything up from ground up, just finding the awareness here. Maybe you decide that you want to take it a little bit further, moving into our humble warrior. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, looking towards that left side of the mat with your chest. Exhale, starting to fold forwards. Legs are in warrior two pose. Maybe your arms lift, maybe the crown of the head comes towards the floor, stretching through the back, the shoulders, the legs. Find that breath. Humble warrior. If it's too much with the arms, you can bring them back to rest on the lower back. Be here. One more breath. On an exhale, release the hands to your lower back. Drive through your legs, rolling yourself all the way up. Strong legs. Exhale, release. Turn your right toes in. Inhale, palms left to right. Taking the arms all the way up. This time, you're going to turn your heels in. So you can do a shorter stance if you want. Palms are going to face forward. Exhale, navel draws in, knees track over towards the toes, coming down into our goddess pose. Or in kids yoga, we would call this like a lobster. So feel free, if you want to be a little crab or a lobster, you can. Or be strong, taking this goddess pose. Roll those shoulders back, palms facing forward. Two more breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lifting up from this core, from this center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in straight through those legs, pushing all the way up. Heel toe the feet into hip width distance. Exhale. Folding forwards. Release the head. Pedal through the feet. Get some gentle movement in here. Anything you need. Full breath. Notice those sensations in the legs. Give your legs a rub if they need it. Okay, sometimes just that gentle touch, then gentle rub on the back of the thighs, on the quads. It's just allows that fascia to relax. There's a little bit of awareness there. Dropping the head, coming into a forward fold. Maybe this time you start to wrap your hands around your legs. So hands are wrapping around, grabbing hold of the ankles, drawing the elbows back, drawing the head towards the knees. Take a full breath. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Turn yourself so you can face the front of your mat. Make your way there in your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back down. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step one foot back, step the other, coming into our plank. Exhale, either all the way or lower halfway chaturanga, elbows in. Come onto the top of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, make your way back. Downward facing dog. Full breath. Bending the knees, looking forward. Stepping up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Hands left to right. Inhale, reaching the hands all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Got 3 more of these after this one. Palms come down to the floor. Fingertips maybe step back to plank or hop back. Exhale, lower down. Chaturanga, or all the way to the floor, cobra, or upward facing dog, meet back in downward dog. Take a breath, breathing in, breathing out, stepping up to the front, or again, maybe hopping. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bending the knees. Inhale, reaching all the way up. 3 more to go. Exhale, slowly folding forwards. Inhale, move with the breath. Halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Stepping back or jumping back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or lowering all the way down. Cobra or upward facing dog. We'll all meet back in downward dog. Taking another breath here. Looking forward, stepping forwards. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to do 2 more. This time I'm not going to talk through them, okay? So a chance just to practice. I'll guide that first step. Inhale, reaching up. One more. You'll meet Utkatasana, mountain pose. Take your time if you're still moving. Full breath. Soft knees. Inhale. Reaching the arms all the way up. Again, bending through the knees, palms facing forward. Coming all the way down, lifting those heels. Just see how far you can come. From here, we're going to roll back. Okay, so just have a little bit of lift here first of all. And then you're going to allow that child within, just to allow you to roll back onto your mat, onto your back. Take it slow, take it fast, any way you want to. Inhale here. Exhale, roll. Flipping the feet up the other way, just reaching up with the feet. And then exhale, bringing the knees in towards the chest. So however that ended for you, take a moment to laugh, to accept. Close your eyes, take a few breaths here. Releasing your feet down to the floor, allowing the soles of your feet, well, to have a little bit of distance between your feet first of all, a bit like you're in a bridge, going to come into a bridge, but I want you to then allow your feet to, your knees to fall out to the side. So it's not quite the same as having the soles touch, just because we're going to get a little bit of movement in here. We want to be able to bring the soles of the feet to the ground. So your hands can be resting on your hips or on your legs. As you inhale, you're going to lift through your hips, bringing your knees together. Exhale, lower your hips, allowing your knees to fall out. Keeping that chin in line with the spine. Inhale, hips lift, knees come together. Exhale, lowering, knees come wide. Inhale, wide legs, and then knees come towards each other. So you're lifting up into bridge. Exhale as you lower the knees, come wide. We're going to do a few more of these. So inhale, lifting the hips, knees come together. Exhale, knees come wide. So move mindfully, move slowly. If this is too much, just go into the bridge up and down. Inhale, lifting through the hips, bringing the knees together. Exhale, lower, knees go wide. Wide knees, inhale, lift. Using that inner thigh strength, knees come together, working into these hips. Exhale, lower, knees come wide. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Knees come towards each other. Exhale, down, knees come wide. 2 more. Last one. Keeping the knees up towards the ceiling now. Inhale, lifting the hips into bridge. Maybe rocking the shoulders underneath. The back, hands coming to clasp, just pushing the hands into the floor. Lifting the hips. Full breath, working into those shoulders, that heart center. This is an inversion here. Take a breath. Exhale, release the hands, release the hips. Bringing the knees towards the chest, but bringing the knees wide, so towards your armpit area. Taking a moment. Either staying here or bringing your hands and arms on the inside of your legs and then to the outside of your feet, coming into happy baby pose. Again, the knees are wide, soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Quite often we sort of lift up through the tailbone here. I want you to imagine that you're trying to get your tailbone towards the front edge of your mat. So you're lowering your lower back. Your lower back is in contact with the ground. The movement here is in the legs. Pulling gently against the feet pushing against the hands. Settle in, full breath. Happy baby. One more breath here. Exhale, release the hands, bring your hands to the outside of the knees, just bringing the knees together for a moment, hugging up, nose towards the knees, relaxing through the shoulders, you can wiggle through the feet, point and flex, exhale, release. From here, sending left leg long, holding on to the right knee, coming into our spinal twist, so left hand holding onto right knee, bringing it across to the left side, trying to keep this right hand on the floor, right shoulder connected, supine twist. Breathing into the right side of the body, into the right hip. Take a breath. Inhale, rolling back. Come back through center a minute, bringing the right hand on the inside of that right knee and just open it out to the side, just briefly, left hand's on the side. It's not coming far, just opening out and then rolling back in. Send the right leg long. Take a moment, just notice, does that right leg seem so much longer than the left? For me it does. We're going to come on to the other side. So left knee draws in. Really pull that knee in. Giving yourself a hug. Left arm comes out, left palm on the floor. So have that connection And then that right hand holding onto the left knee, just bringing it across the body. Going as far over with this left knee as much as you can without lifting up through the shoulder. So really trying to get into this twist, relaxing through that left foot, breathing deep. Full breath here. Inhale, rolling back. Just take a moment to bring the left hand on the inside. So this knee is still bent inside of the left knee. Just drop that left hip, that left knee out to the side. Breathe here. And then gently guiding it back. Coming into our Shavasana pose. Knees can be bent, or you can have your feet out nice and long. Take up some space. You want to invite that energy, that prana in, palms facing up. Maybe you feel like you need that groundedness. You can have your palms facing down, touching the earth. So just decide what you need. Maybe you have right hand on the ground and left hand on your heart. A symbol of taking that embrace to yourself, drawing that energy into your body. That Mother Earth connection. To that Mother Earth in you, that groundedness, its roots. Try and soften here. So even that palm, you have that palm on in contact with the ground. Soften. Find ways to soften through the face, through the body, through the hips, the legs. Your opportunity here to really surrender. We are all getting through this together. It's amazing how something like lockdown, COVID-19, as war and as fierce as it is, I really do have this bigger sense of connection to myself and my family. Spent more time with my friends online, but through chatting and Zoom calls and Facebook calls and writing letters to my granddad and all the things that I perhaps wouldn't have done so much of. For this I will truly be grateful and hopefully continue to take these things with me. So that said, just think of something good, one thing that you feel you are benefiting from these last few weeks. I think we're in week 7 now of lockdown. Just take a moment to really find that gratitude, something you're really grateful for. Maybe something you did before, but not to that full awareness. Whatever it is, just take hold and embrace. 2 more full breaths here. Just start to get some movement in through the body. Through the fingers and the toes. Maybe rocking the head from side to side. Feel free to take a stretch if you need to. And then making your way over onto one side to slowly push back up all the way to a comfortable seat. And here today, we will close with one on. So feel free to join in. From here, just take a full breath first of all, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. From me to you, have a wonderful day. Namaste.